Good morning, everybody. How is everybody today? I hope that the you're enjoying our Vlogmas and all the rest of it. Today, as you can see, I'm in the car. I didn't go for a walk this morning because when I woke up, it was drizzling. It is an overcast day again, which is great news for the farmers and all the rest of it. It's not raining, but it's overcast, so there's not much evaporation happening and all the rest of it. So the soil is staying nice and moist at the moment, which is great. So yeah, you might be wondering why I'm in the car. I'm actually down heading to the hairdressers. I'm about to get my hair done. I booked in a few weeks ago to get it done, so it was done for Christmas and I didn't have to worry about the silly season and trying to get a booking just before Christmas. So a couple of weeks ago I got my hair keratin straightened, and so now I'm back in to get it coloured. I would have normally got it coloured a couple of weeks ago because that's when it was due. But because I got it straightened, I have to wait. So I've got a few other things to do today. I've got to also just run some errands and stuff like that, which is pretty bloody boring, to be honest. But yeah, I've just got to run some errands, go and pay a couple of bills, do some posting. I've got to go and do some shopping, but I can't show you what it is because it's secret shopping. So yeah, I've got to go and do a bit of that as well. All right, so I'm going to head off and go and see Georgia. I don't know what I'm getting done today. I know I'm getting a colour. I don't know what colour I'm getting. I don't know whether I'm getting streaks or foils or whatever you want to call them, because I'm just letting Georgia do her thing. But I better go because I'm running late and Georgia doesn't like me to be tardy. All right, I will check in again a bit later. All right, so I've been to the hairdressers and Georgia has worked her magic. We've got rid of all my grey and it's looking so much better. So she tried a different colour. She said she's had this colour in mind for a while. So she took away some of the darkness from the back and lightened it up a little bit, and then we've just put the dark in at the top, because what was happening was my hair was starting to get really dry. I have really dry hair anyway, and so it was starting to get really dry. So to protect it and not put so much blonding through it, like bleaching and stuff like that, we've just worked the darkness down in and blended it a little bit more. But it's absolutely fabulous. She put a keratin treatment in it as well, just to stop some of the frizz from happening. All that little bits of fluff that you can see there is all regrowth. My hair is regrowing again. So yeah. All right, so let's get on with the rest of my day. We are here for another Stitch With Me BookTube. Today is day 9 of our Vlogmas. If you're new here, welcome. We are a multi-craft channel and we cover all sorts of different crafts here, from sewing tutorials right through to diamond painting and everything in between. We have an Advent opening. As I said, we are up to day 9 and we're working on Holiday Quaker again. I am still currently working on the moon. We are using Cosmo thread number 500. Cosmo actually has 3 shades of white. They have a 2, 500, a 500 and then 100, and they're in varying brightness. So this one here, I'm not sure if you can see it, this one here is a 100. And this one is the 500, which is a little bit brighter. You can see it's just a touch bit brighter, and I'm using that for the moon. All right, so I might need to just move this up a little bit so you can see where I'm stitching. So yeah, I'm just stitching down here at the moment. I can't have it too far away from me, but yeah, we'll see how we go. There we go. Maybe that's a bit better. Yeah, you'll be able to see that, and I can move that down a little bit closer to me. All right, we're going to talk about a couple of books today, but first of all, we are going to open up our mystery Advent. This time we are wrapped in an atlas page by the looks of it. At least she used Australia. I don't know when it's from, but yeah, that'll be quite interesting to look at, to be honest. Temperatures and all the rest of it. All right, so it's got yeah, the years. It looks like it's got a year's worth of different average temperatures and all the rest of it. It'd be interesting to know when that was from, this atlas. All right, let's see if we can't get this open. She's used sticky tape today, which is unusual for this one. It's been mostly put together with staples and can't get it off. All right, let's get this open, shall we? All right, so this one is actually quite firm, and Oh my goodness. All right, are you ready? It is Are you ready? It's a book cover. So I guess you could use it to create a cover for a journal. Although it's a bit, yeah. Anyway, it's falling apart, so I'd have to work out something here. This is definitely for junk journaling. Definitely. Yeah, this is just an old book. It's got stuff written in it. Oh wow. It's got, yeah, alright, so it's the Britain and her Neighbours, book 5, 1485 to 1688. The New Liberty. It's got some hand scribbled stuff in it, so that's really interesting. Without knowing what the book was about, or the contents of the book, I don't know what this is all about. William, Victoria, Edward George, great granddaughter. Well, someone was obviously doing some sort of research. All right, so that's quite interesting. I don't even know what to say about that one. It's yeah, but I think, as I said, I think Christy was right. It is for junk journaling. All right, and the atlas page, or whatever it's out of, is it's about climate of Australia. And it doesn't have a date or anything. Oh, 1981 to 1982 values, it says on it. And it's just got some natural hazards and earthquakes and bushfires and all that sort of stuff about Australia. So that is very interesting. To be honest, I don't know whether I will be doing a junk journal, but if anybody wants that, let me know. I can send it to you, because I just buy my journals and all the rest of it. So far, it's only been the puzzle and that one that I haven't been able to use. It's quite funny anyway. All right, so we are now on to, as I said, book 9, and we'll open this up. And again, I'm going to struggle with this. I really need to find something that I can use. Maybe a chopstick I can slip under. See if that works, and I can get under the tape. Yes, that worked. Oh, that made it so much easier. I need a letter opener is what I need. Alright, let's get this book out, eh? Alright. Oh, awesome. I wanted to read this. Wicked. This is actually on my TBR. Well, to buy, actually. It was. I don't have to buy it now. The Girl Who Lived Twice. Continuing Stig Larsson's Millennium series. So Stig Larsson, I think he wrote the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And so yeah, so this is like the continuing story on from that. So apparently it's supposed to be really good. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really looked into it, but apparently it's supposed to be really good, and it's so cool. The cover, you can probably just make it out up here. There's an embossed dragon on the cover. That's pretty cool. So that is definitely one that I want to read this coming year. I actually have wanted to read it for a while. So oh, and he's actually got a couple. So the Millennium series by Stig Larsson, he done The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Girl Who Played with Fire, and The Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. I've got those 3 books on my bookshelf, and I haven't read them. And this guy, David, I'm not even going to try and say that, The Girl in the Spider Web, and The Girl Who Takes an Eye for an Eye, plus this one, The Girl Who Lived Twice. So that's very interesting. I will have to see what... I may have to read these ones first. I've already got these 3, so I can probably get them. I'll be able to get them on audio and burn through them pretty quickly. They're quite large books though, so yeah, I'll be able to burn through those pretty quickly before I read this. But I will have to check and see what book this is. Whether it might be book 3. It doesn't really say anywhere else. Yeah, I'd say this is the you can get them on ebook as well, also on paperback and ebook. Alright, so that's interesting. I'm glad that I've got that. Maybe I don't even know where I sent it. Maybe I've got it twice. Oh, well, maybe Savannah might get this. Maybe it came in one of the other book boxes. So far I haven't had a double up, which is pretty good. But yeah. Alright, so this one has, let me have a look. There's a heap of acknowledgements and stuff at the back. It's got 424 pages. It was published, let me just have a look when it was published. It was published in, first published in Great Britain in 2019, and this paperback edition was published in 2020 by MacLehouse, MacLehouse, oh, I don't know. I am terrible at names, and I would never be a linguist, that's for sure. Anyway, it was published in Great Britain first in 2019, and this particular one was in 2020. Alright, so hey, it's Nicole here, and I'm just dropping into this video because I've been looking for advent calendars and something a little bit different, and I found this one a little bit late, and so it's only just arrived. So this is it. It is actually, so it comes with no peeking, do not open till the 1st of December. It is a advent calendar, and it is going to be added into each day. But how gorgeous is this? And this is from blingingcraft.com.au. okay, and the lady that owns this is Amy, and she is actually based here in Kingaroy. So I don't know whether she's actually right in Kingaroy or on the surrounds, but she is here in Kingaroy. So as I said, I found this a little bit late, so it's only just come. We got a couple of stickers with it. Sassy Queen, that's pretty much me, and a diamond. Okay, it's got a thank you and all the rest of it. She's on Etsy, so that is all of her information there. But we are up to day 9, so I'm going to open up day 9, and then I'm going to open up the previous ones. So this is day 9. It's a nice little box. Very cute. I love the box. And as I said, it is diamond painting, this one. So we have a, I'll just move it out of the way. So we've got a Christmas tree. It looks like we've got a whole series of ornaments. Oh, there's a little kitty cat. So cute. Our present. And they're similar to the ones, oh, I get it all out. They're similar to the ones that I've done in the past. And we've got all of those beautiful diamonds in there to use on these. And it comes with the chains as well. It's also got some specialty ones. And we've got 6 ornaments. And we've got some stars and some googly eyes and little stars and just some special gems as well. So that's awesome. And it comes with, like, they're like key rings, but I just use them as ornaments. So I'll do them up and stick them on the Christmas tree for this year. I love the little cute little box. That is just adorable. So I'll pop them all back in, and now, actually I'll put them to the side. And then we'll open up 1 through to 8. Ooh, it's a little box. Where is it? How's it open? Okay. Oh, there we go. And these are, I got square, so oh, okay, a packet of AB drills, 995. They're electric blue in square drills. Awesome. So I've got a packet of those, and they always come in handy. All right, number 2. And then I'll just continue opening them up from there on. One of these sticky pads, I've got one of these, and I was going to get some more for different projects. These are great for putting your boats on, so they don't spill. I'm notorious for spilling. Like the other night, I got onto diamond paint, and basically within the first 2 minutes, I spilled on my drills while I was setting up. So I really need to put that out first. All right, and the next one. So that was box 2. I'm just going to pop them back in so they're not everywhere. All right, box 3. Let's see what this one is. This is exciting. I was so excited when I found it. I just thought, awesome. Oh, cool. I love these. I don't actually have a 6 one. I've got the smaller ones and a really bigger one. These are metal places. So I found the metal ones just so much easier and nicer to place with. So that's awesome. All stuff so far that I'm going to use. All right, number 4, which was right next door to it. And it has a little candy cane on it. Love the idea of these little boxes. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so another set of square drills, and this time it is AB 5200, so the white. Awesome. Can never have too many ABs. And number 5. Ooh, it's a big one up the top. Ooh, it's got snowflakes on it. Oh. Ooh. It's a pen. And it comes with a whole heap of places as well. Awesome. Let's see what the pen looks like, shall we? Get it to come out. Oh, that is just beautiful. It's so Christmassy. I love it. Absolutely love it. So sparkly. And it comes with a whole heap of different places. So you've got an elbow one, you've got a straightener, you've got a multi-places, a single placer, and that has got a single metal placer on it. That's beautiful. I absolutely love it. All right, we'll pop that back in there. What I'm going to do is turn the numbers upside down of the ones that I have already opened, so they're plain. All right, what are we up to? That was 5, so we're up to number 6. And I just get that out. Number 6. Another AB one. Ooh, they're purple. They're a violet colour. Oh, they're so pretty. Look at that. That's absolutely gorgeous. I love them. Wow. They are gorgeous. Might be able to replace some of the purple in some of the other ones that I'm doing that don't actually have special drills in them. Alright, so we've got 2 more to open, which is number 7. Which is this reindeer one here. It's a nice big box. Got a... Oh, there I think it's a hanging. Oh, it's a little gnome. And he's got a little dangly bit thing off him as well. So he's got like crystals that hang off him. He's a little wall hanging. That's awesome. And it comes with a heap of drills and specialty drills as well. Excellent. This is so cool. I'm so glad I found this. And it's in my hometown too. So it's even better. All right, let's pop that back in there. So all I'm doing is the ones that I'm opening, and I'm just turning them upside down. All right, so we just got to open number 8, and then we're all caught up, and then from day, so the next time I open is day 10, and we'll just be on track then. Ah, cool. Christmas washi tape. It's got like a sleigh on it, a teddy Santa, Santa hat, snowman, tree, stocking. Awesome. So far so good. I really like it. Look at the 24th one. How big is that? That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm super happy that I found this. All right, I'm going to pop everything back in, and as I said, I'll just keep everything in the boxes, and I'll just turn the boxes upside down. So the next time that you will see me will be on day 10, and we'll have a book opening, a mystery one, which is been hilarious, and now we've got this one too, and I think I've got another one coming that's the 12 days that I found on Etsy as well from here in Australia. So I'll have to double check that. I'm not sure whether I just put it into my cart and thought I'll just save that for next year, or whether I actually bought one. So now we'll cut over to the Stitch With Me. Let's get stuck into some stitching. As I said, I'm working with 500 today from Cosmo. And I'm working on the moon, so I'm just going to keep filling in some stitches. I did some mapping out the other day when I was stitching, and so it make it nice and easy today, and get that Actually, I just started with the wrong one. Let me go back. See, I was trying to be tricky and have my needle threaded up, and I thought that that was the needle I had to start with, and no, it's not, because I've already got my other needle threaded and it's hanging down underneath. Silly me, silly me. Alright, as I said, I'm going to talk about a couple of books today. So I'm going to flick over to my voiceover and we'll talk about the books. Alright, so let's start talking about a book. I don't know where I was going with, I've got a couple of books to talk about today. I actually only have one book to talk about today. Obviously, I'm ahead of myself. But anyway, we are talking about our bingo challenge this week. So the bingo challenge prompt, and for those that don't know, we actually are running a reading bingo challenge over in DD's Quilting and Crafting group. And basically what happens is each Saturday the dice gets rolled and we have a prompt. There's 12. I think we've got 2 left from memory. I think this is prompt 10. So basically the dice was rolled and the prompt that we had this week was to read an Agatha Christie book. So you could read any of her novels. It doesn't matter which ones. Now, while I've seen lots of Agatha Christie movies, not that I really remember them, because I was probably doing other things or daydreaming or something like that. I generally watched them with my grandmother. I've seen lots of the movies, but I haven't read any of the books, which is very odd because I've read just about everything else. But yeah, I haven't read any of the books. So this is actually my first Agatha Christie novel. So I thought that I would go back where it all started. So we have gone all the way back to her first novel, and it was published in 1920. That was her very first novel that she published, was in that year. There is 257 pages in this book, and I listened to this on audio because I could get it on Scribe, and I didn't want to have to go and buy a book or go and borrow a book from the library, mainly because I don't have any time. So yeah, and it's as I said, it was audio, and the genre is murder mystery. For those that aren't familiar with Agatha Christie, I think everybody on the planet is familiar with Agatha Christie. She has written a lot of books. I can't remember the number off the top of my head, but she has written a lot of books. This particular one that I listened to was, the narrator was Jeff Woodman. I thought I should just start adding that in because some people, I was talking to Brendan, and he has a favourite person that he likes listening to for a lot of the books that he likes. His sort of favorite genre is like sci-fi, doom and gloom, end of the world type thing, Armageddon, whatever you want to call it. He's into that, and he listens to a particular guy, and he's not home at the moment, so I'll have to ask him who the guy is that he listens to that reads all these novels. And like, even when I'm in the truck and I listen to it, the guy gets so excited when he's reading, and like like when you're watching a movie and there's the music in the background and it builds and it builds and it builds. Well, his voice is like that. He builds and he builds and he builds, and you're on the edge of your seat when you listen to him. And often Brendan will be in the shower listening to his audiobook, and I'll hear, and it's that narrator, and basically I find myself listening to but I'm not into that doom and gloom and end of the world novels and all the rest of it. So, but I listen to them when I'm in the truck with Brendan, and that's sort of when I get to it. But he's a really good narrator, so I thought I would start including that in any of the audiobooks that I've read or listen to. I always say read because, it doesn't matter how you consume the book, whether it's in digital format, physical, or audio. You're still consuming the book. You can still talk about the book, and you can still have a discussion or debate or whatever you're doing with the information that you've gleaned from the book. So yeah, so basically I thought I'd better start adding that in. So the first book that she wrote was The Mysterious Affair at Styles. And it was it's where she introduces, how do you say his name again? Hercule Perrot? I don't know. I mean, I really should just listen to the book again to get the name, but it's Perrault. So I think that's how it's pronounced. I'm not too sure. But anyway, he is Belgian and he is a sleuth, and basically they it just, you know, it's a typical Agatha Christie book. So you've got a murder and then he tries to solve it, and so this is when she introduced him, and basically he is put to the test when the wealthy Emily Inglethorpe is poisoned, and he has to use his deductive skills to find out who among the many people that the finger was pointed at. He has to work out who it was. I'm not going to give any spoilers, so if you haven't read it or you haven't read an Agatha Christie book, I don't want to give any spoilers away, but this was a pretty fast-paced book. I found myself a couple of times I had to go back and listen because I thought I missed something. But yeah, like, it was a very fast-paced book, and it does move and twist and turn and do all the things that a murder mystery does. And I actually was, while I was listening to it, I was thinking to myself, I don't normally listen to audiobooks while I'm walking, but I found I was listening to this one because it was so fast paced, and I could, you know, just drift off with it and walk away. And like, before I knew it, I walked for an hour. So basically, it just has, there was lots and lots of suspects in it, and basically it had twists and turns, and then, you know, I found myself saying, oh, well, I think that person did it, and then, oh no, hang on a second, and then I'd be switched over to this person, and I'm like, hang on a second, no, that doesn't make sense. Then I thought it was such and such a person, and I just kept, you know, she just kept me moving around the book, and I found it very, very not refreshing, I guess. I just found it really good to have me moving around the book, and with all the twists and turns and all the rest of it. Sometimes you can read those sort of books and it's got twists and turns, and the twists and turns don't make sense right at that time, but all these twists and turns, they were just nicely tied in a little bow. They just moved really well through the book. I moved really well through the book as well. You have to excuse me, I've got a bit of a croaky voice today. And I just loved, as I was saying, I do love how the twists and turns were there. And I can honestly say that I don't even think I've actually seen this movie on that, or the show. I think it was an actual hour show at one stage that was on our ABC station here. It's called ABC, which is the government broadcasting channel. Excuse me. So, but I remember, like, and as I was listening to it and all the rest of it, and thinking about how many other books that she has and all the rest of it, I've got a lot of Agatha Christie books to read. So I figured that soon I've started at the beginning, I'll just start plotting through them. I found quite a few over on Scribe, so that's handy that we've got a few over there. So I can use these for when I'm walking and when I'm working and stuff like that. I'll just slot them into my day. Goes pretty quick. I think I read this one in about 4 hours. So 4.5 hours, a little bit yesterday and a little bit a little bit yesterday and a little bit the day before, and I polished the book off. So, and for those that are following me over on Goodreads and they like the posts and all the rest of it, thank you, I appreciate that. A few people have given me thumbs up for when I've finished a book and all the rest of it. I will leave the link down below this video, so if you want to come over and follow me, the link is down there. And as always, all the books that I read are over on my kit list, so if you want to get yourself a copy, you can. I always link it to the audiobook through Audible, but as I said, I will always tell you if it's on Scribe or anything like that. The links that I do leave down below or over in kit, they are actually affiliate links with Amazon. And I'm not affiliated with Scribe at all. So, but yeah, I have both. I have Audible and Scribe, and I have Kindle. You know, I have all the things. Like, you know, I have my budget, and I stick to my budget each month, and that way I've got all of my entertainment and whatnot. But I can honestly say I am going to read another Agatha Christie. For my first Agatha Christie book, I was not disappointed at all. And if you have not read one, I recommend you read this one. Just remembering that it was published in 1920, so some of the language may be a little bit different than you're used to. But Agatha Christie is a fabulous author, and I'm looking forward to reading many, many more of her books. If you've got any recommendations of where I should go next, I know that she has the ABC murders, and I think there's the Miss Marple murders as well, like the series. I remember those from TV, and as I said, this is the Perot, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I'm hopeless at names. You guys must sit there and just go, oh God, here she goes again trying to say a name. I just, yeah. I don't speak French or Belgian or other languages where some of these foreign names come from. So trying to wrap my tongue around it is pretty difficult at times. So bear with me. I can hear, I know that you're shouting at the computer and telling me how to say it. And by the time I read, because I think there's actually 40, I did see something where I think there's actually 40 with this particular sleuth in a series. So that's a lot of books to get through. So I think I'm going to be reading Agatha Christie for quite some time. But I was also thinking that I'm actually going to buy the books as well and put them on my bookshelf, and then basically Savannah will have them when I decide to pass them on to her, because I think that she'll get a kick out of them, because she likes that sort of, she likes that criminal type thing, mysteries and all that sort of stuff. She is right into true crime as well, but she does like a good psychological thriller and murder mystery as well. And I thought that I might read a few more of Agatha Christie books next year, because School of Magical Stitches is actually got, not School of Magical Stitches, it's just called Magical Stitches now. They're having a mystery year, and it's Cluedo. So sort of fits in. It felt a little bit like that as I was listening to it. It's like so-and-so was in the dining room and all the rest of it. Yeah, it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It put a smile on my face because I actually did guess who it was. I did, my sleuthing powers were on point. So, and believe me, there was a few times I changed my mind, but I kept going back to the particular person, and I'm not going to give that away. But as I said, the links are all down below if you want to read it, if you haven't read a Agatha Christie book yet. I'm looking forward to finishing off this year's bingo. So as I said, we've got 2 more prompts to go. This was prompt 10, and so that comes out on Saturday. So I'll have a new book to read. I'm still reading Threadneedle, and so I will review that on Saturday. And I'm also still reading Daisy Jones and the Six. So that's a physical book, and I'm just flicking through. I'm just basically reading it every morning and night. So that should be, I'll probably talk about that next week, because I should be finished that by then. But Threadneedle is the next one that I'll be reading, finishing off reading and talking about. And that author, let me just pull it up on my phone. That is by, I think it's, let me just have a look. It is called Threadneedle, and it's by Kari Thomas. And it was published in 2021. So I've got a few more pages left of that. It is a really good book. It's I'll talk more about that on Saturday. I mean, I've nearly finished it, so I could possibly do the review on it, but I don't want to. And so we also have a competition running at the moment. So if you go back to day 6, I talked about Dictionary of Lost Words. There, and if you haven't watched that video yet, go back and watch it, because there is a prompt in there for you to do something down in the comments for you to go into the draw to win a copy of that. So it is my favorite book of the year. I have made my decision. I was going to wait until the last week of December, but I actually have made my decision of my favourite book of the year, and that is Dictionary of Lost Words. And also, before I did this voiceover, I went and checked my bookshelf, because book 9 was The Girl That Lived Twice, and I said, because I filmed that, and I thought, after I finished filming, I thought, you know what, I should just go and check. So I did go and check, and yes, I did get one of those books, because after I opened it up, I was thinking to myself, I'm pretty sure I got this in one of the boxes, and I did. So what I will do when it comes time to me reading that, I will have a competition on the channel when I review it, and I will give a copy away, because Savannah said she doesn't want it. So obviously there's going to be some double ups and stuff like that from the advent calendars, and basically she said if she gets any that she's doubled up on, she'll give them to me if I want them. If not, she'll just give them to me to do giveaways and stuff like that. And I'm still opening up my box, so my books, so I still could get a couple of double ups. So far we've only had the one, which is okay. Like, it's bound to happen. I mean, there's only so many books on the market at the moment, so yeah. All right, I'm going to call it a day on that one. I hope that you enjoyed the book reviews today. I am swinging through these books at the moment, but yeah, I hope that you really did enjoy it today. And thank you for spending some time with me. I do appreciate it. I love all the lovely comments that I've been getting and all the rest of it, and the giggles we've been having about the mystery advent. It's been quite a lot of fun. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, tell me what you were working on. If you're new here, hit that subscribe. If you haven't hit that subscribe button and you've been here for a while, hit it, and don't forget to do the little bell icon, and then that way you won't miss out on any future posts. Have a great day, everybody. I'm off to do some more work and some housework because the house is a shambles, and have a lovely day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.